Hello friends, welcome to this topic that we are going to take up now about some of the main challenges to sustainable development. It's not that all easy also. Now in the last video we discussed about the 17 SDGs and also we discussed about some of these SDGs that directly relate to rural development. 4 of them at least directly relate to rural development. We discussed about it and we also said that in India NITI Aayog is the agency which is responsible for this aspect of SDGs, and we invited you to go through their website, to read their reports, and even some of you are interested can do internship with them. Now, going to the topic for discussion now is some of the main challenges to sustainable development. Now, the first challenge is wars and conflicts. So, when there are wars and conflicts between countries, how can we expect that sustainable development to happen? It's just not possible. The second challenge is about suitability and availability. So the ability of a country to carry out sustainable development program is a question. Not all the countries can do it. So to help developing countries, I'm sorry I use this word developing countries, but at least that's what everybody understands by which countries we refer to. So to help them to move away from non-sustainable practices, they require support, they require financial aid from the other countries. The third challenge is about governmental issues. Unfortunately, some governments give priority and focus to their immediate needs rather than to the environmental issues. So in such places, of course, sustainable development, which has to take care of environmental issues, also will suffer. That's a challenge. The fourth challenge that the world is facing is about poverty, hunger, and unemployment. See, as per the World Bank report, 648 million people in the world, that means about 8% of the global population, live in extreme poverty. That means they live on less than $2.5 per day. That is less than 200 rupees per day. Unfortunately, we have millions of them in our country also. That is a challenge. The fourth challenge for achieving sustainable development is about financial crisis. The world is so much interrelated that if something happens in one country, it impacts other countries indirectly. So if there's financial crisis somewhere, then that becomes crisis everywhere. The fifth challenge for sustainable development is population growth. Population growth can present significant challenge to sustainable development because then the resources become less, water, sanitation, and all those challenges become more. The seventh challenge is corruption. Very sad. Some countries are on the top list of corruption. Corruption poses significant hurdles for sustainable development because it diverts resources intended for vital projects and services, and so it leads to misallocation and inefficiency of the projects. That's really an evil in the society. Another very, very big challenge is about distrust among the nations. Lack of trust among the nations creates obstacles in sustainable development because it hinders cooperation. It slows down, collaboration that is essential for addressing shared challenges like poverty and climate change. Because if everybody trusts others and they work together, this common challenges cannot be addressed. So, lack of trust, very sad. The ninth challenge is about lack of funds. This delays critical projects, limits access to essential services, impedes environmental conservation, and slows the adoption of green technologies, undermining progress towards achieving sustainable development goals. I hope as we are discussing about these challenges, you'll be really, you'll be really reflecting and thinking of how, in a creative manner, you can address them, and see if you are the ones who should really solve these problems, what would you do? And I want you to use your imagination. I'm sure you'll come up with something wonderful. You may not address some of those global issues now, but at least you'll get new ways out at local level. And then as you experience maybe regional level, maybe national level, and then if it is good, it will go to other places also. The 10th challenge is about climate change. Rising global temperatures and extreme weather conditions disrupt ecosystems. They disrupt agriculture. They disrupt water resources. And finally, food and water shortages happen, and those will threaten the human livelihood. So these are really main challenges, important challenges that the world is facing.